Charlotte Hughes is here in studio with that. Charlotte, you're focusing tonight on a viral video alleging to show Gaza residents celebrating, apparently, after catching a whale shark off the coast of the war-battered enclave. What is that all about?
Yeah, so for context, as we've been reporting, Israel has reopened the Kerem Shalom crossing to allow desperately needed aid into Gaza. However, according to an official from the UN's Palestinian Refugee Agency, the amount of aid entering the enclave continues to be, I quote, way below what is needed. Now, against this backdrop, a video, as you say, claiming to show Gaza residents celebrating after catching a whale shark has been widely circulating on social media. So let's take a look at the footage in question.
سمكة غريبة على شاطئ بحر خان يونس. سمكة غريبة على بحر شاطئ خان يونس من فصيلة القرش.
Now, Israel's foreign ministry was among those to share the footage and react angrily to it. It did so in this post on X, stating, I quote, Gazans tore apart a stranded whale on the beach. This is cruelty that knows no limits. Someone else shared the video on X along with additional footage here that they claimed to show the whale just a week ago, alive and well. This post garnered more than 3 million views, and the person said, I quote, a week ago, a rare whale shark was spotted on the shores of Israel. It reached the shores of Gaza. It only took the Gazans 20 minutes to pull it out of the water and kill it. However, others took a less critical stance. This person, for instance, said, I quote, as someone who works in marine conservation, I care deeply about protecting wildlife. But before judging people in Gaza for catching a whale shark, please remember they're struggling to survive, often with nothing to eat. Compassion must begin with humanity. Others were critical of the way that Israel's foreign ministry reacted to the post, such as this person who says, I quote, look, Israel finally cares about something in Gaza, not families they've bombed or the hospitals they've destroyed, but a whale shark. Sharon.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about the footage itself then, Charlotte. What more can you tell us about that?
Well, according to the Jerusalem Post, it was filmed in the southern city of Khan Yunis, and the Times of Israel states that the footage came from Palestinian media, and both outlets state that it is unclear whether the animal was hunted or washed up on the beach. This echoes what the environmental conservation organisation Sharks in Israel had to say about the footage. This group shared the video on Facebook stating, I quote, we do not know at this time whether the whale shark was caught alive, whether it arrived upon the shores injured or dead. So that's the first thing that I would like to point out. Now, to turn back to that other video that we looked at, here's a still from that video. The claim that it was filmed last week is actually false. If we do a reverse image search on that footage, it takes us to this article. And as we can see, the date here is June the 12th, 2025. So not at all filmed last week. So there are, of course, questions that remain in terms of the exact circumstances of the shark's death. What I can tell you, though, for certain, as I mentioned earlier, that there is a desperate lack of food and other desperately needed supplies in Gaza. So according to the independent non-profit Euromed Monitor, Israel's military campaign in Gaza following the Hamas attacks in 2023 has destroyed a staggering 97%, so almost all of the enclave's animal wealth. The organisation also states that the conflict has wiped out more than 93% of Gaza's poultry farms. So none of this context is mentioned in that post from Israel's foreign ministry. It's also worth pointing out, Sharon, that investigations, including one conducted by DW Fact Check, have revealed that Israel has used its government advertising agency to run paid campaigns, some of which aim to downplay food scarcity in Gaza. For instance, two such videos were promoted via paid ads on the official YouTube channel of the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs, claiming to show markets full of food and restaurants serving meals, allegedly filmed in Gaza during July and August of this year. August, of course, being the same month that the UN officially declared famine in Gaza. Sharon.
Charlotte, thanks so much for all of that. Charlotte Hughes there with tonight's Truth or Fake. Do stay with us. We'll be right back with more world news.